Hi, it's Stacey Myers here from staceymyers.com, and today we're going to be talking about how to make sure that we're following active people on Twitter, because we want to make sure that our Twitter activity, there's a lot of it. So the more active the people are that we follow, then the more engaged our community is going to be, because if we follow active people are going to follow us back. If we're following people that aren't very active, then there's going to be less engagement going on. And so firstly, you want to make sure that when you're following people, that you are following people that are interacting and not just posting, because there are so many automated systems out there. People can actually set up so many tweets to just go out, but they're not interacting. So you want to have a look at people, if they're thanking people for retweets, if they're having conversations with people. A system I use to see who I'm following, what they're up to, is a system called Manage Flitter, and I'm going to show you briefly how to use that. I have a paid version of Manage Flitter, and so there are going to be some things in here that you're not going to be able to do on a free version, but what I'm about to show you how to do, you can. And so we can come in here and have a look at, we can unfollow people in here. So I do an amount of automated following, so I'll look for a niche amount of people or people that are interested in something, and I will follow them. And so sometimes in following those people, then I get people that don't have a profile image or people that aren't very active, and so then I can go back in and unfollow those people that aren't active or that don't have a profile image, that kind of thing. If you're in Twitter just manually following everybody and looking at them, you're not going to need to go in and do this as often. And then also the other thing to consider, and what this is a great resource for, is Twitter has a 2,000 person cap. So basically you can't follow more than 2,000 people until you have at least 1,800 people following you. And so sometimes people get to 2,000 followers and then they've got only like 1,500 people following them, and so they then need to do kind of a little balancing act to get those followers up to 2,000. So what you can do in here is you can go back to, you can come in here and unfollow some people, so then you can follow some more people in the hope that they're going to follow you, and you continue this little cycle until you get up to being able to get to the 2,000 and then beyond. After you're at 2,000, it doesn't matter so much. So let's have a look through here. So you can delete people that aren't following you back. I don't generally do delete people that aren't following me back, because it really is, like, I sometimes follow, well, I do definitely follow people who like are celebrities or people that are well known in their niche, and they don't necessarily follow everyone back. So I don't want to get rid of those people, so I don't unfollow people that don't follow me back. But I do unfollow people that don't have a profile image, because generally what this will be is it will be people who, for me, they're people either new to Twitter, or they're fake accounts, or they're people that are on Twitter that have just started an account. Like they go, oh, let me get this username, and then they never ever post anything ever again. And so this is, I do generally unfollow people who don't have any kind of picture on there. So what you do is you highlight them here, and then you click unfollow 16 later. And then I'm going to go to non-English speaking people. So you can see here that we've got a few people that don't speak English. And so I've inadvertently followed them. So I'm also going to unfollow people that don't speak English, only because it's of no use to me, their tweets, because I have no idea what they're saying. Now sometimes it will be based on which country they set themselves to, what their language is, and so sometimes they do tweet in English. So I generally will have a look through and see before I just blanket unfollow people. So then again I click unfollow 9 later, and then inactive people. So these are people that haven't posted in 30 days, sorry. And so these aren't going to be people that are very active in their account. So I will also unfollow people that haven't posted in 30 days. So now I've basically, you can see I've got these 136 people to unfollow, and I can process this now. So Manage Flitter isn't going to automatically unfollow these people for you. They put them into this little area, and you have to go in and manually unfollow them yourself. Now you can, if you have a massive account, you can actually pay them to go and unfollow, and someone sits there and clicks the unfollow button. So of course I don't do that. I can just easily sit here, and if you just keep your cursor in the same place, then you can go through and just delete those people, and away you go. So that's how you're going to use Manage Flitter to make sure that people you're following are active, and that in turn then helps you have active followers. So Manage Flitter, it is, you can get a free version that you can do this in. If you'd like to search for specific people and do have a little bit more functionality inside of there, you can get the paid version, but the free version does well enough that you need to do to cover what you want to do. Okay, great. So until the next video.